Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me on my channel. Today's video is going to be a makeup brush video, and I'm just going to go through the makeup brushes that I'm currently using and what I like to use each one for. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with my face brushes. This one right here is obviously just the powder brush. It's just a large face powder brush. This is from MAC and this is the 134. I've used a couple of different face powder brushes and all of them seem to work fairly well. You just have to make sure that it's a pretty dense brush and but not super tight like a kabuki. So it has a lot of hair, but it's pretty loose as well, so it's really nice to kind of just set your foundation when you have a little bit of powder or setting powder on the brush here. So as long as the brush is pretty much large enough to cover your face, it would be a good face brush. Alright, so the next brush is my foundation brush, and yes, these are a little bit dirty. I just got done using them. I can't seem to find my brush cleaner, so please forgive me if they're a little bit dirty. This is the Sigma Round Kabuki in F82. And basically I like this one a lot because it really just buffers in the foundation very nicely into my skin. It doesn't leave any streaking, so I really do like that a lot. I originally wanted to go for the flat kabuki brush, and I still have yet to try it till this day, but I remember this one when I purchased it, it was on sale, so I decided to give it a try, and it's worked pretty well for me so far, so I have no complaints. And then the next two brushes are for my bronzer and my blush, and that's these two right here. These two are from MAC, and this is basically just the angled blush brush. I use this one solely for contouring and bronzer only, just because it's angled and I feel like it really gets in there nicely. If you wanted to, you can also use this for blush, but because I do have a blush brush already, I like to keep them separate so that if I don't have time to clean it right away after using it, I basically have two separate brushes. And this is just really nice to really get into your skin as well. It's a good size, so I like to just put a little bit, dab a little bit of blush on there and then just kind of smooth it onto my skin very lightly. So it's really nice for that, and these two are really nice because you can have a lot of control when you're using the brushes. Alright, so the last few brushes I'm going to show you guys are basically my eye brushes or fine detailing brushes. And this is just an overview. As you can tell, they're all different colors because they are all different brands, or some of them are, and I believe that quality is important, but you also have to take into consideration your brush style and what you're comfortable with the most. So just because it's a great brand doesn't always mean it's going to work perfectly for you as it does someone else. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my first brush, and this is actually for my eyebrows. And this one I purchased from Sephora a few years ago. It went on sale, but then they relaunched it and put it back on the market for regular price. This one is double-ended, and this part is basically just a little mascara style wand or like a brush that you can just brush your eyebrows out with. And this end is an angled eyeliner looking side. It's a little bit rough on this end, it's stiff, which is nice, but it's still very brushy, I guess you could say. So you are able to have a little bit more control with the angled brush here at this end. So this one I am very comfortable with using for my eyebrows. And I do use this to brush out the hairs as well. I'll start out with the basic one. This one right here, it's the MAC 224, and I like to use this one for blending. It's so tapered and round at the top, so this one's really nice. It gives you that really nice buffered look for your eyeshadow, so I like to use this one for blending. Okay, so the next brush is the MAC 217 brush, and yes, it is dirty again. I just got done using it. This one is probably my most versatile brush that I own. I use this one to pretty much set every single color that I'm going to use for my eyeshadow. So I'll use this one first to kind of get into the sockets of my eyes, and I'll put down my base color, so the lightest brown shade that I have, and I'll use it also for blending, and then I'll go back in and blend my eyeshadow with the Round 222 brush. After I get those colors really well blended, I also go back in with this one with a darker color, set that in, and then blend it again. So it just works very nicely for me, and I don't have to clean it in between. I find that when the colors are mixed in together, it helps to blend my eyeshadow a lot nicer as well. Alright, so I believe this one says it's the MAC 260. I will go ahead and do a close-up of all the brushes and get the proper names. But this one right here is basically just a flat eyeshadow brush. It's flat on both sides. And if I want a really vibrant color, I can just dab it in. But this one, what I really like to use it for is to highlight. So I'll put a highlighting color in the inner corners of my eyes and right under my brows there, and this is the brush that I like to use. This is my go-to brush. Alright, so the last three brushes are basically just detailing brushes, and this one right here is an e.l.f. Professional Lip Defining Brush, and I do not use this for my lips. I have never used this for my lips, surprisingly. I actually use this one to help blend in the really harsh lines. This one is a angled liner brush, I believe. Doesn't say on the brush, but this brush is actually from Revlon, and I like to use this one to just either put a really sharp line of eyeshadow on my eyes, or to create that cut crease look, and I'll just set the eyeshadow right onto the eyes, and then that's when I go in with this one to kind of blend out that line, just so it doesn't look super harsh. And this one's really nice for detailing. I also like to use this one right under my eyes right there to set the eyeliner that I have under my eyes, because it's so tiny that it's really nice for that. And because I don't really use any eyeliner besides liquid eyeliner, I don't need an eyeliner brush. And then the last one, this one is just for concealer. I just use this to conceal right under the brows and the highlight of the brows, and then right above it. This one is not a day-to-day brush. I only use it when I want to highlight the brows. If I don't, then I really don't use this one. So this one's not so much an essential. I could do without this one, but it's still very nice for precision. Alright, so those are all of the makeup brushes that I am currently using. Right before I started filming this video just a few days ago, I started incorporating some of my older brushes into my makeup routine, just for different techniques and to see, you know, if I can get different results from using different brushes. So I am currently switching up my central brushes now, but for the meantime and for the last couple of months, I have been just using these brushes that I just showed you guys. And I guess that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope that you guys got something from this. I will try and list all of the brushes down below with the actual names, what I like to use them for and what they're actually for, because I don't want you guys to get confused. For example, the e.l.f. one, I mean, that's completely a lip brush, and I use that for my eyeshadow, and it works perfectly fine for me. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!